work 24 hours a day. I don't start work at 9 o'clock in the morning and finish at 5. All right, so this is the harvest of the day. It's working with objects and getting to the object to speak to me. That's really what it's all about. So I found those two pieces from the metal merchant. This I really like. This is that sort of I can't fake patination like that. It's been rolled over by hundreds of cars. This is a really nice dish. I really like that. And it's something I share with a lot of people who do work with found objects. So it's kind of random because I couldn't tell you exactly where it is, but if I look for it, like I was looking for this flat head nail because it gives a really nice imprint. All those techniques that I've learned because I've been a jeweler for 25 years before being an artist, I suppose. In a way, all objects have an emotional attachment. So this is random, but this is part of the lid of a saucepan. Flatten it a little bit. This little guy is going to fit, hopefully, into a composition about here. See, look at that, perfect. I've already arranged it. I put masking tape there, and I'm going to have a series of lines going through this. So what I do through there, I'm going to make another one that fits along here like that. So this guy will be half a face. Maybe it's time to get rid of the $5 price tag. This one, I'm happy with this now. It's going to look there, and it will go roughly here. And I've got those lines going across like that, and this one going across like that. Got a mark here. Yes, maybe, yeah. How did I come across this? It's really hard to say. I just did it. Look how strong I am. I get moment of high where everything seems to fall into place, and it's like an euphoric moment of creativity where everything comes together. So I cannot recreate this movement just like that. Because what I've done in the past is to do 3 different things. So I'll get another dish the same size. Yeah, I'm doing this piece here. So it's going to go like that. Clicks. So sometimes I become very frenetic. You know? I like to do things really fast. So normally I would put it back to the press, but I've got another technique. I just got like that. I'll take this one off. So this is good. Good. All right. So I lose myself in my work, and I do the work, and there's a flow happening. That's a new one. I'll take this one off, and I'll replace it with this one. And this one will eventually... Well, that moment of decision, that intuitive moment just happened by itself, and I do cultivate that moment. So I do have session, and it doesn't show, but I might be cleaning up and reassorting all my elements into little boxes and do things like that. And that is slowly preparing me to that moment where I will assemble the thing. So that's spiritual, for better work, when I'm actually working on the work, and then I'm empowered by some conduct that I'm not actually me physically doing the work, but for some reason some higher forces are sort of channeling me, and I'm doing the work. When you create an object, you're the creator. It's a bit like your baby, and you feel very close to them. And when they go, you feel happy in one way, but you feel also a bit sad. I've got lots of ideas of things I want to do. So in a way, the more I sell work, the more I want to make more work. And this is the most recent piece that I've made. In this new series of work, I actually use the pop rivet and I add elements of nostalgia. This is from the Beverly Hill Polo Club. There's a bit of glue there. Objects come to me. They're little badges that I rip up from the side of suitcases. And I just, this morning I had one in my pocket. Oh, here it is there. So I've got this little thing like that, and they clip on suitcases. If I see them on the side of the road, if I'm driving and if I see a cleanup, I usually have a screwdriver and rip them out. Faye and Kevin, happy anniversary from 1984. This piece took me 11 months to complete. I didn't work every day, but I got a bit sick at the end and I had to employ one of my former students to actually help me to do it. It's titled, "We are all more similar than we are different." So it's all about being similar but different. It took me out of my comfort zone and it forces me to lose myself in the scale of it. It was really nice to be able to do something that is bigger than me. This piece is actually from an old cinema, and I think that was a reel for when movie was shot in 35 mils. This is an Egyptian tray that I bought also from an antique shop. It's actually really nice because it's got some coating of silver and some coating of copper, possibly some brass or maybe some gold. I had a lot of trepidation when I actually started to cut it off and chop it in different pieces to assemble in a work. Here's a little thing that I brought from Paris. This is the Eiffel Tower, upside down because we are down under. This big circular piece there, it's actually an awning from a heating. You know, in outdoor cafe, they have it's a reflector for the heat, so the heat comes down. I think that's the top of a cappuccino machine. This one is from a blender, and it's part of a food processing thing. I like the spiral, and you'll find the spiral within the spiral, because there's a spiral going this way, a spiral going this way, and there's spirals everywhere. And this is a saw, a band saw, no, not a saw, a cutting saw. Then again, it's a reference to the spiral of life. I do buy things by the kilos from metal recyclers, and I bought this for the copper value of it, and it's an old drum kit thing. You can see the history of the object. This drum kit has been tapped around by a mad drummer. I want to hear people's reactions to my work rather than me saying this work is this, A, B, C. I'm much more interested to hear what people, say, oh, my grandmother used to have a dish like that, and then you start a new narrative about it.